I have only gone live on YouTube one other time, and I decided this morning that I would just go ahead and go live and do a Motivational Monday live while I'm getting ready. Um, Today is the Monday after Palm Sunday, and into the liturgical calendar, this is Holy Week. Started yesterday. So, this Motivational Monday, that's kind of what I'm thinking about this week. I'm thinking about the events that led up to Easter Sunday. And I would encourage you all to do the same. It's really been a blessing for me to be able to think about those things in a slightly different way than when I was going to a non-liturgical church. It's been really a true blessing. Yesterday we had some palm fronds that we were able to utilize in our service, and we had a processional marching into the church. I mean, it was very, very sweet. So that's kind of what I'm concentrating on this week is, the death, burial, resurrection of our Lord. So, Motivational Monday, this is a kind of a, I was not, I know our church, my old church, we really put a lot of emphasis on Easter, but nothing like what the liturgical church does. I mean, there's Lent, and, which is the 40 days leading up to Easter, and then, we carry that on through to Pentecost Sunday. So that's kind of a cool thing because, if you're going to worship the Lord, worship the Lord. If you're going to feast, really feast. So I've really enjoyed those aspects of the liturgy and liturgical church practice. So I just thought today I would combine a Get Ready With Me with Motivational Monday. So as we think this week about Holy Week, and as we, come into, Sunday of Easter, I like to think every Easter, I like to think about the sacrifices that the Lord made for me, just for me. And I think, to paraphrase C.S. Lewis, he said something very similar to this, and it was, even if, and this is not exactly what he said, but this is the meaning. I should have looked this up before I got on here, but it is, even if we were the only person in the world, if we were alone on the earth, Christ would have still died for us. And I think that's just absolutely amazing, because it's not anything that I did, not anything that you did. It has nothing to do with us. It is not on our own merit, but he loved us so that God loved us so much, he decided to send his son down to save us. I think that's amazing to me. Because honestly, I don't think that's a sacrifice that I could make. I just don't believe I could do it. I don't think I could sacrifice my only child for people that weren't even born yet. And I don't think I could do it for people that were born. I don't think I could. But God, in his great mercy, he sure did. Now that I've done all that, I'm going to use a little bit of concealer under my eyes. I actually slept pretty good last night, and I'm really grateful for that because I haven't been sleeping real well. I've got a little mirror over here that I'm wrestling with, trying to get it to where I can see, where I can see myself. So y'all bear with me here. I'm just going to use a little bit. I was so tired. Sundays are really busy days for me because I have church service on Sunday morning. And I go to the second service, which starts at 11:15, so we aren't out until usually 15 to 1, or if it's a longer service like, this week has been, it was 1 o'clock. And then my family and I usually go out to lunch, so it's 3 o'clock by the time I get home. And then Sunday evening at 5, our small group meets, so it's busy. So yesterday was no different. I don't get to nap on Sundays like I used to. I really miss those Sunday naps. I truly do. Those were really refreshing. Although the older I've gotten, I have found it's a little harder for me to sleep during the day and actually go to sleep at night. Even if I only sleep for 30 minutes, it seems like it messes up my sleep. I don't know if you all have had that problem or not. If you have, drop something down in the comments section. And if you all have commented here. I have not been able to see anything about it because I don't have my glasses on, but I'm going to look here in a second and see if I've got any comments. I'm not real familiar with YouTube Live. This is only the second time, like I said, that I've done this, but I just decided to do it today because, you know, this is a kind of a special week. And I thought, you know what? I've been a little bit afraid of it. I go live on YouTube, on Facebook all the time, but on YouTube, I've only done this one other time, and that was doing a wig review. And that's been many years ago, back when I was reviewing for Uniwigs. So y'all just bear with me if I fumble around on this a little bit because it's not something that I am really familiar with. So, at any rate, what are you guys doing for your Easter services at your church? Are you going to spend time with friends and family? Our family is getting together that evening for an Easter dinner, and the grandkids will hide Easter eggs. So we're having a big bash at my son-in-law's mom and dad's house, and we're going to, eat a meal and just, socialize and visit and share a meal together with our family, and then the kids will go outside and they will hide Easter eggs. So even my 13-year-old grandson will probably hide Easter eggs because he wants candy. So he gets mad if he finds out we're not going to do anything like that because he's kind of like, man, I wanted some candy. So I wouldn't say mad, but disappointed maybe, because those boys love the candy. I'm just telling you, especially the big one. He really does. I realize at some point I'm going to have to stop calling my grandchildren the big one and the little one because that might give them a complex. So at any rate, I love my grandkids, y'all. They're the most wonderful grandkids in the world, according to me. Really good boys. God has really blessed me with those boys, and I also have a granddaughter that is just the most wonderful girl in the world. And she has a little boy, so I am a great grandmother. And God has blessed me with a really wonderful family. So Emily, SJ, Gabe, and Jacob, if y'all are watching this, Grammy loves you very much. I'm going to do a little highlighter down the middle of my eye with this gold status color. And I just realized I haven't told you all what colors I'm using, but it's not really a lot different than colors I've used before. And I'm just trying to give myself a little bit of color today. I'm going over to my daughter's house here in a little bit, and I'm going to keep the boys this morning. My grandchildren are homeschooled right now, and they have been for the last couple of years. Well, Gabe has. Jacob is just now in kindergarten. So, but I'm really happy about that because they are, the big one has finished with his schoolwork. I think that's what he told me, or he's very close to being finished for the year. And so he can kind of be a little bit laid back, and that means we can kind of do a little more stuff. So that's always nice to be able to not worry about what day it is and you can go do stuff with your grandkids. I'm going to actually just use a little bit of eyeshadow for a liner today rather than try to drag out an eyeliner. I'm going to do this instead because I've already got my eyeshadows open, and I'm not really, I'm not really going anywhere other than maybe I may take them out to lunch. I probably will because they always like that. If the two of them can agree on a place. That's always the issue when you've got two or more, isn't it? Can they agree on a place to go? Okay, I'm just kind of sweeping this under my eye to get rid of any little fallout that I might have under there. And I'm going to use the Panorama mascara. Y'all, I have hurt my neck. Trixie and I were walking the other day, and I don't want to go into a great deal of detail with this, but we were walking the other day, and she actually got attacked by a couple of dogs here in the complex that I live in, the condo community. And they didn't break the skin. You know, she was nipped and bitten a couple of times, but it did not break the skin, and she was not harmed physically. But mentally, she was harmed. And she will not, at this time, walk back down that road that we were on. She will not go down that road again. So this morning we walked a mile, but we went a different route because she just don't want to walk down that road, and I don't blame her. I don't want to either. It was an accident. Y'all, I got mascara all over my eyelid. It was an accident. It wasn't something that, you know, they're not, and I don't believe these dogs are inherently vicious, but they ran past the owner who had just had knee surgery, knocked her down, and got outside. And one of the dogs that attacked had been attacked before, so that dog was dog aggressive. But I said all that to say this. I said I wasn't going to go into detail, and here I am going into detail. But I said all that because she jerked free from my leash, and when she did, it jerked my neck and all the way up in here down into my shoulder. I have had an issue with that ever since then. And I've been putting some compresses on it, and I've been using Biofreeze and stuff like that. But it's better if I lay down than if I sit up. If I sit up, it's like this little stool that I'm sitting on here. Well, this little chair, I guess, that I'm sitting on here is hard. So that's kind of when it comes into play, when it really bothers me. So let's see, what color of lipstick do I want to use today? I don't want to use anything really bright. I'm trying to think of something that might be just a little color, but not much. Let me look here real quick. It might help if I put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, goodness me. Let's see. Let's use this one. I think this is Better Than Bear. Nope. Is it Better Than Bear? Subdued Nude. Sorry. Wrong color. There it is. I'm not even going to use lip liner. I'm just going to kind of tap this on. Now, Subdued Nude is a matte, so I'm going to use a gloss over the top of it, and I'm going to use Sheer Illusion lip gloss right over the top of this. And that's going to give my lips just enough color for today. And I think I am done today. So today is actually on the church calendar. I just looked this morning when I did my devotion. This is actually a fasting day. Now, I don't fast very often because with me having these stomach issues, it's very, very hard for me to do any type of fasting. But today I may fast maybe meat, or maybe something else, or maybe dessert or something like that. I can do that. But listen, guys, I hope you all have a really blessed week, and may the Lord be with you. I love you guys. God bless you.